I don't need no soul.
The Bo Kennedy Show, brought to you by Crown Royal, Roses, Sweet and Lime Juice, Tanqueray Gin, Bengay for my dad's hurt knee, Dr. Hung Bo's Women's Clinic, CatLiquor.com, Drew Brees, Bo Kennedy, the Bo Kennedy Show.
Great intro song there, my producer.
Pretty good.
Yes, that was great. Let's talk a little bit about the NFL playoffs we saw last week.
NFL playoffs.
We saw an incredible game between Seahawks and the Packers.
That game was wild.
Didn't you think the Packers had it under control?
I didn't get to see the game. I was at someone's birthday party. But what I do know,
my God.
I know. But what I do know is in the final 5 minutes of the game, well, there's about 6 something left. I looked at my phone and it said like 19-7 Green Bay, and I was like, Green Bay's about to win this game. I thought for sure. I put it in my pocket. I was like, Green Bay just beat Seattle. And then you text me.
That's what I thought.
You text me, and all I saw on my text was, "Wow, what just happened?"
That was that's the text. I said, wow.
Yeah.
Seattle came back and beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
I couldn't believe it. That's one of the greatest games. I gotta get on the playoff national NFC championship. Come on, that's a big time comeback
That's amazing.
against Aaron Rodgers. It's not like it's against some spare
The
team.
Packers had the game in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, I'm sitting here and I'm going, the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. And all of a sudden, Seattle just...
What about the other game? That was a blowout.
Alright, that was a blowout. And everybody brings up the
Deflate gate.
deflated balls. I don't care if they was playing with a volleyball.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Uh-uh.
Here's my stat. For people, I agree that the Patriots would get punished for what happened.
I don't know. We'll
Well,
see.
whatever comes up, if they knew about it, they should get punished. That had nothing to do with LeGarrette Blount getting 3 touchdowns. He ran all over the Colts. He looked like Marshawn Lynch.
Well, I'm saying, I don't care if they was playing with a soccer ball.
Yeah.
New England beat the hell out of the Colts.
They did.
It don't matter.
There's
They
no
could have been
argument.
playing with a tennis ball.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter. But anyway, if you want to hear my picks for the Super Bowl, you got to tune in next week,
Next week we have a special.
everybody.
We have a special going. It's a Super Bowl special. Plus we'll be talking about basketball. So, there's that.
But tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about college basketball, because that's what we're interested
There was
in.
a lot of upsets. There was a lot of upsets this past week, like surprising losses.
Mm-hmm. There's been the big wins, but I got my top 10 here. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. My producer's gonna join me.
I'm on my way.
We're gonna have a little discussion here about college basketball. Hey, welcome, Nick.
I appreciate it.
Right now, at number 10 on my list, the top 10 college basketball team, I got
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Number 10?
Yes, I got Wisconsin number 10.
That's kind of low.
The great Bo Ryan's their coach.
They're playing good ball. That's kind of low. I'm surprised.
Wisconsin's good. They always play good.
They're
in
coached
that
well.
freaking conference they play in. But they're not the rowdy, up and down the floor type team that I like to watch. They're too disciplined, but they win.
Yeah, they set up the play and everything. They're not. You like up and down the court.
I
running
like
away,
fast action.
Always attacking.
Yeah.
All right, what's your number 9?
Number 9, I got Louisville, who fits right into my category.
How is Louisville still in your top 10?
Louisville is a.
Every game I've seen them play, they disappointed. Didn't they lose to North Carolina? Is that who they lost to?
Yeah.
And they also lost to Duke? I don't know.
But they're 15-3.
That's impressive. But I just think by the end of the season, they'll be better. I don't think they're top 10 right now.
That's the point I'm trying to say. Louisville is a team that gets better as the year goes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree.
Come tournament time, they're a Final Four possibility.
We'll get farther up the top 10, but I don't think they're going to get good enough to win at all.
But you
Just
know
because
what
of
I'm
some stuff, yeah.
saying? They're a top team that gets better as the season goes.
Yeah. Who's your number 8?
Number 8, I got Duke. They're 15-2. They're playing good ball. Coach K, this weekend, Coach K is going to try to win his 1,000th game.
Who's he got to play again? Doesn't he got to play?
St. John.
St. John's. He's got Syracuse.
One of your favorite teams.
I like St. John's. He's got Syracuse coming up. He's got. I mean, it's tough. He's in the ACC. No game is easy in the ACC.
But he's got.
Who- he
St.
might-
John is one of your favorite teams, isn't it? It
I agree.
always has been.
When I was like 7 years old, I watched St. John's hit a 3-pointer to beat Duke, and ever since then I've liked him. I don't know why, but yeah.
That's who he's going to try to win his 1,000th game.
He'll probably get it. They're good, but
He's
he'll
going to
probably
get it before the season's over.
Oh.
For sure.
Yeah, it's just one win. I mean, for sure.
All right, number 7, I got Arizona.
Who's their coach?
Sean Miller.
He's a good coach. I like him.
I don't know much about him.
I don't either. I just
They
said that
they
because
are
you're
good. I
good.
watched them play the other night. I watched them play Stanford the other night. Arizona's got a pretty good ball club. They're 16-2, but I got one problem. Bill Walton. Do you know the great Bill Walton? You may not be old enough, Nick, to remember.
I know Bill Walton. Keep going.
He calls the Pac-12 the Conference of Champions.
When was the last time they won a championship?
He makes me sick. I watched Arizona and Stanford play Thursday night, and Bill Walton was he was the analyst, and he called the Pac-12 the Conference of Champions at least 100 times. Made me sick
He's just
at my
being a
stomach.
homer. The ACC and Big East.
He
are-
played for UCLA
That's why he's saying it.
in the 70s.
That's why he's saying it.
That is bullshit.
Anyways, what's your number 6? Don't put up with him.
You don't want me to argue about that no more.
No.
Number 6, I got Notre Dame. You and me both have watched Notre Dame play.
They're good.
They got a good team.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They are good. We've watched them play some good games.
Mhm.
And they got Mike Bray as their coach. They got it going on. Number 5, Wichita State. 17-2. Last year, they were 32-1.
They're like 35-1 or something.
The only game they lost was a championship game.
No, the only game they lost was in like the Sweet 16 to Kentucky. Which, that happens.
They didn't make it a championship game?
No, they lost to Kentucky in the tournament.
Championship game.
No. Kentucky beat, what, UConn or somebody? Or UConn beat Kentucky? One of the two. But yeah. No. They lost to Kentucky in like the 3rd round, Wichita State did. Anyways, I'm not going to argue. I like Wichita State. What's your number 14?
Are you sure about that?
I'm 1,000% positive on that.
Wichita State is one hell of a basketball program.
They're pretty good. What's your number
No,
4?
they're not pretty good. They are good.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. I like them, but
You
we'll
gotta
see.
give them credit. Ron Baker is my favorite player.
They're good, but they don't play anybody. I'm not saying it's
I
their
don't
fault.
play anybody.
I'm not saying it's not their fault, but they don't. What's their biggest win this year? Memphis? Memphis lost by like 30 to Kentucky. So, like, what's their biggest win? That's my thing. I like them. I think they're really good. I think they can surprise people, but I don't think they can hang with a team like Kentucky or Virginia. There's no way in hell. I'm sorry.
All right.
They don't have the athletes.
You notice I haven't named a Big 12 team yet.
Because you're a hater. What's your number 4
Could
team?
Wichita State play in the Big 12?
Yeah, they could. Yeah, the Big
Sure.
12. Yeah, I think they could.
I
I think
they
the
could.
Wichita State's as good as Texas for sure. I agree with that. But when's the last time Texas won a national championship? That's all I'm saying. But anyways,
You got to bring Texas up.
of course, Rick Barnes.
When I talk Big 12, I don't think Texas.
You
I
think
Kansas?
Kansas is overrated?
I ain't got it on my list.
Good. I don't want you to.
Number 4, Villanova.
You haven't named an SEC school yet.
No, I
Villanova.
haven't. No, I
Villanova got destroyed by Georgetown. Destroyed.
haven't. They lost this week.
They didn't just lose. It was like a 30-point
Yeah.
blowout.
I think I saw that.
You and me watched it together. I know you saw that.
Mm-hmm. But still, Villanova's a good team. We haven't taken them down yet because next week will be
See, I'd
new ranking.
take them out of the top 10.
no.
Yeah, I'd take them out of the top 10. I'd put Texas number 10. I'm just saying.
I don't know if they fall out of top 10 or not.
But yeah,
Number
Georgetown's
3, Gonzaga.
good. Have they lost yet?
They're at 18-1.
Yeah.
Coach Mark Few. But to me, Gonzaga and Wichita State's in the same boat.
No, they're not.
You're dogging Wichita State. You say they don't play enough good teams. Who's Gonzaga? I mean,
I don't know who they play because I haven't watched enough games. But what I will tell you is Gonzaga's proven themselves in the past already. They've already won big games. They've been to the Elite Eight. They've been there.
Wichita State haven't.
No,
Wichita State only lost one game last year.
that's fine. But what was their biggest victory? Eastern Illinois? St. Louis?
It don't matter.
It does matter.
They
I
only
know
lost
they're
one
good.
game.
I know they're good, but how many Final Fours have they been in? How many Elite Eights?
They went to 5-4 last year.
No, they didn't. They lost to Kentucky in like the second or third round.
I thought it was a championship game.
No.
You need to look that up.
Look it up right now. You got your computer. Look it up.
I'm not good enough to look.
We'll argue this. Wichita State was not in the championship last year. I was cheering for them. They got knocked out by Kentucky in their own
The
bracket.
national championship game last year was Wichita State and
No,
Kentucky.
it
I
wasn't.
think it was.
This is embarrassing that you're saying that.
It's not
It
embarrassing.
was Kentucky versus, I believe, UConn. I think. And UConn might have won. I can't remember who won.
We'll look that up.
We'll have to look it up.
We'll
But you're
straighten it
wrong.
up next week.
We will. Number 2.
Virginia.
I agree with that. They play good defense. They beat Georgia Tech. Only scored 28 points on them.
Virginia's undefeated.
And what's your number 1? I
Coach
wouldn't be able
Tony
to guess.
Bennett, the great Tony Bennett.
Who's your number 1?
I don't know where he's from, but he's the coach. And of course, number 1, Kentucky.
That's a good top 10. I can agree with it.
But I want to say one thing, Nick, before we get done. If Kentucky is going to lose a game, it's going to be a conference game. Somebody in the SEC is going to beat them if they lose.
Do you think they lose though?
They may not ever lose a game, but if they do, it's going to be somebody in the
It's going to
conference.
have to be in the SEC. That's all I got left.
Yeah,
in
somebody
SEC
in the conference is going to beat them. Arkansas,
Arkansas,
maybe.
at Tennessee.
Tennessee,
The
maybe.
song is called When You Were Mine.
But it's going to be a
Released in
comfort
91
team that's going to beat them if they lose a game.
Yeah,
It's not going to be one you're outside.
I agree with that. The Bo Kennedy Show,
Thank you for joining us.
brought to you by Crown Royal. Roses, sweet and lime juice. Tanqueray Gin. Bengay for my dad's hurt knee. Dr. Hung Bo Women's Clinic. Catliquor.com. Drew Brees. Bo Kennedy. Thank you for joining the Bo Kennedy Show.